Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Quickly, a couple clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below to a totally free 4-part series that'll walk through the futures market and how it all works. And then second, I'm trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which one am I using? You can find all that up at the link at the top of the screen. I'll also put it in the description area. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to have very little of your capital at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if that sounds like something that could be of value to you, then definitely make sure to check that out. So I will go ahead and pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential trade. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try to get short here. We're at a very interesting area. A bit too slow. No, I'm in. And I am short now. This is gold I'm trading, looking for it to get pushed back down here a bit. Put my first target right there. Well, let's just hop out there. I'll take a $300 scalp on it. I may regret that decision if this thing rolls over. That was technically me changing the trade plan on the fly. The dangers of watching the P&L, because I started to look down there like, oh, 300 looks good. So in other words, I stopped watching the chart and I started watching the P&L. And in my mind, I was like, hey, you know what? I'll take a $300 scalp to start things off. And as of now, yeah. Uh-oh. It's not good. Oh, boy. Well, there we go. That is exactly why, in my opinion, you should watch the chart. If you trade the P&L, it can bump you out of position sooner than what you actually should be. All right, well, there's a a good learn at my expense, right? So let me be the crash test dummy here, and you learn from my stupidity. But yeah, I know better than that, and because that was a good setup, and yeah, shockingly, it's playing out. But all right, I'll go ahead and pause. Let's see what else we can find. All right, I'm looking to get short at this red line here. If it wants to come all the way back down, I would take that quite the sign of bearishness here. Rejection off the 50-period simple moving average. Like I said, I want to see it come down to that red line. So looking to get short at that red line. If I'm able to get filled, that red line will turn blue. So here we go, maybe. Maybe. Getting close. Close. Very close. About as close as you can get. Still no fill, though. Close again. Okay, I'm in. See this bearishness continue here. Keep coming down. Come on. I don't know. I guess in my mind I thought it might move a little quicker than it did, but I might just be. I don't know. Maybe that first one might be still playing mind games with me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, looks like maybe I still played it pretty good. And yeah, I would have thought a little bit more was. I don't know. There was enough. Don't get me wrong. I mean, still got 370, but a shaky morning here. Let's go over. And this is NASDAQ, by the way. Let's hop back over to gold. What's gold doing? So I do feel at least a little better. At least this thing just didn't plummet straight down. I mean, it's still slowly rolling back over, but that makes me feel a little bit better than that first trade. But yeah, no doubt about it, a rocky start here. Let's see what else I can find. All right, I'm thinking of trying another short down here. If it comes back down. I don't know. This movement is not really what I was thinking. Yeah, not nearly. So 9:30 a.m. Futures are different than stocks. So to set up the context, however, futures do care about when the U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. That's not a coincidence why this volume bar shot up. That's 9:30. So again, futures are way different. They're way better, I would argue, than stocks, but they do care about the U.S. stock market. So that is why I was thinking things would be moving a little bit quicker because the U.S. stock market just opened at 9:30, and it's really not. If you have more experience with futures, you know what I mean. This action here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern and a little after, not exactly what you would normally see. So yeah, I need to tread lightly here, and I don't want to get myself gold, really. Not doing much. Yeah, I don't know. A shaky morning and this price, I don't know. Maybe I'm coping right now, but maybe the reason why I'm having a bad morning is just this action. Maybe the action is what the cause of the rocky morning is. But like I said, that there's a very realistic chance I'm just coping. But yeah. All right, I'll pause. All right, we're back to this area here. I am gonna try again. Never mind. A little too slow on that. Another rejection here off that area. All right, never mind on that one. I'll pause. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it good. I'm getting I can feel it. That first trade, not good. That second trade, meh. And then this action is just, yeah, it's just not good. I can feel the frustration. I can feel it in my bones. So I'm going to just go ahead and move on. So sorry I couldn't deliver well, I mean, I'm not trying to necessarily deliver entertaining videos here, but this is just the real life of trading. Like some mornings, it's just, I don't know. Something is just shaky. Something is just not right. And that's where the frustration can kind of creep in. You can start to try to fit square pegs through round holes, and then what's already kind of a shaky morning becomes a train wreck of a morning. And I've been in plenty of train wrecks over the years, so I'm going to try to avoid that. So I apologized, but it is what it is. Before you go though, and this feels a little weird to now talk about this because I understand like what are you talking? Why would I listen to you? And that's a fair point. All I can say is, you know what, this is just the reality of trading sometimes, but if you are somebody that's beginner in the world of trading, maybe you're struggling in your journey, then definitely check out this free live webinar at claytro.com/live or check the link in the description area. I'm very confident in those couple of categories of either a struggling trader or a beginner trader that you will get some good value out of this. So definitely be sure to check that out. So like I said, check out the link down in the description area to learn when the next live class is. So thanks for hanging out. I'll try to do better on the next one, but hit that like button and I'll see you back in the next one.